Okay, so I am live and I'm a little bit late because for whatever reason the technology is messing up. I don't know what it is. Maybe is Mercury going in retrograde soon? It might be actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, so before we jump in, I just want to again remind everyone who is going to be here live participating or who's going to watch the playback that you can add what you'd like to this. But I will first try it this way and then add some stuff later. And there are different ways to use this, which I'm going to talk about towards the end of the ceremony. Okay. So, first, I want to kind of talk about the importance of psychic development and psychic gifts when it pertains to magic and spells and rituals and things of this nature. Now, most people kind of see, psychic abilities as something separate from like doing rituals or spells or whatever the case may be, out of intuition or tarot card readings or whatever the case may be. But I feel like it's very, very vital to have a strong psychic connection and linked to yourself and your own power, because it allows you to be able to make more potent rituals and spells based off of what's needed and not necessarily by trying to follow a regiment or rules or whatever the case may be. If you are intuitively feeling what needs to be done and you're trusting that, and that part of you is really well developed, you're going to have more success in your spell works. You're going to actually have more access to things like your spirit guides and your ancestors, your angels. We're going to be able to tell you, what to add, what to subtract, if this is the right spell to be doing at all in general, if there's something that you're not thinking about or seeing. And if these things are already tapped in, a lot of times we will be able to intuit what kind of ritual is necessary instead of just shooting in the dark. I think it's very important that witches hone in on their psychic abilities and their intuitive gifts, because this is how we also protect ourselves and kind of see what's going on in the spirit realm that hasn't fully materialized in the physical. It's also really great to have a heightened intuition or a heightened enhanced psychic ability when it comes to the after work of doing a spell, right? So after a spell is complete, typically, especially for people who are just beginning the craft or still kind of like coming into their confidence with it, there will be this kind of anxiety, like, is it going to work? Did it happen? Was my message received? Like, how long is it going to take? This anxiety that's there that kind of actually sucks the magic and the intention out of whatever it is that you're doing, because you're too busy worried about whether or not it is going to manifest, instead of trusting and knowing that exactly what you did got received by the universe and it is coming back to you. Now, sometimes you might do a ritual, and this has happened to me many times. I do a ritual or something like that, and I will intuitively feel like, there's some blockages, or I'm feeling like that's going to land in a funny way, right? So then I might do a counter ritual to kind of either clear those blockages or to provide protection from certain things that I feel like might come about as a result of whatever spell that I did. Or I'm just like, well, I might have to do it again completely, But at the end of the day, like, trusting in that gift is going to save you so much time and so much energy, and you're not going to be sucking the wind out of the sails of your spell, so to speak, before it's even really got off the ground or set sail. But so today we're going to do this ritual, and it's kind of like a ritual spell kind of situation. We're doing it on Monday, and that's significant because Monday is the moon's day, and the moon is always, tapping into our subconscious and delving into the spirit realm and the unknown and the other side. And there's a lot of power that comes from doing this work on a day that's kind of dedicated to that energy. So I would do this on a Monday if I could. And you could do this spell whenever you need to do it. but a Monday might be a great time. And then if you wanted to use this, like I'm going to use this kind of water that we're going to be making. And then when I'm done with it, I'm going to toss it outside. So I won't be using this. But if you wanted to continue to use this or whatever the case may be, later on you can. But I'm going to show you guys how we're going to do this. So let's jump in. Now I have already, which I'll still burn some stuff. I've already cleansed all of my tools here. I have a little bowl here. And then I have my purple candle in a little holder. And I'm actually going to flip you guys down a little bit so you guys can see me. I have all these wires. All these wires. Okay. And you know I love a good showcase. You know your girl loves a good showcase. Okay. So I have my mortar and pestle here as well, which we're going to use to grind down the herbs. We have corn flour. We have mugwort, eyebright, jasmine, lavender, and just the teensiest bit of blue lotus. I'm like literally at the end of this. Frankincense. This is a frankincense resin. You could also use frankincense essential oil if that's all you have. And I also have anise essential oil. Okay, anise. So, oh, also, I have some pink Himalayan salt, or you can use sea salt if that's what you have. I have a Blockbuster oil. This is from Conjure Cardia. And once this is posted, I can actually link the website for that. And I have, this is also from Conjure Cardia. It's called the Witch's Veil. And this is for like psychic, intuitive wisdom, astral travel, all these different things. And this is the psychic oil that I'm going to be using. Now, if you want to use your own, or either a psychic oil that you've bought or a psychic oil that you have made, you'd also want to have something like that in this mix as well. Another thing that you could use if you don't have a psychic oil, if you have any type of chakra oils, so like the crown chakra or the third eye chakra, those might be a good substitute. Yeah, but I would not leave out a Blockbuster. This is going to be very vital for obvious reasons. We're removing any blockages to our intuitive gifts. Now, I have a little bit of my Florida water that you can get on my website, theglamourwitch.com, in a spray bottle, just so I can spritz this and also do a little bit on myself. You feel me? And then I have a piece of paper. I thought I had a piece of paper. I was pretty sure I had a piece of paper. Oh, yeah, here it is. I have a piece of paper and a pen because we're going to do some writing. And I have some moon water that we're going to be using, as well as some warm water, because I kind of want to activate the herbs in this mix. And so I'm going to get them a little bit warm so they'll kind of take, and the properties will kind of come alive in the mix. So that is it for the ingredients. And I also am going to show you, so I have this is actually a gemstone essential oil bottle. This opens up and you can put liquids inside of this. I sell this on my website. This is a collaboration with me and Magic Weed Palo Santo. But I'm going to be teaching you how to use this. I actually had a pendulum that I was going to use for this, but it didn't want to be used because it vanished right before the video. So it wasn't trying to make a debut for this ritual. Okay, so we're going to be using this because you can still use things like necklaces or whatever as pendulums, and there's a point at the bottom, so it's perfect. So we will use this and anoint this, and this can be something that I can use when I'm about to do, let's say, divination, tarot, runes, whatever the case may be, or I'm about to do something where I'm trying to tap into my intuition, or maybe I want to use this as a talisman throughout my day and wear it. It's been blessed and consecrated through this ritual to help activate that for me, okay? But if not, we're also just going to use this water and we're going to use it on our actual selves so that, we can get the benefits. So first things first, let me also see. I think I have one more thing, and it might be out of frame, so give me a second. One more thing I want to add to this because I feel like this is important. An important step, and I know it seems random and weird and like feel like it wouldn't work with this, but trust me. So we're gonna do a little sound healing, okay? Whenever we are getting prepared to open ourselves up to spirit or to tap into our psychic gifts or our higher mind, we need to clear the air. Now, again, you can light whatever type of cleansing agent or, smoke that you use in your practice to cleanse your space. I use Palo Santo and I use sage when I'm about to do ritual and ceremony to clear my space. But we're going to use a little bit of sound healing today. Now, this is a Tibetan singing bowl, and this is for the crown chakra, okay? So I'm just going to do this, and I hope that you will take a deep breath with me and just kind of relax into this practice that we're about to get into, okay? Okay. Also, I would have a glass of water on hand next to you to stay hydrated. I know that sounds silly, but water is a way that we access the other side. It's also a way that our guides and our spiritual team and our ancestors actually will communicate with us through water. And that is why we're using a lot of that here in this practice. And this, as well as when you have an ancestor altar, you will put out a glass of water, or if you're doing an altar for a deity, you will have a glass of water or some type of liquid, because that is the access point. So I would have some water here to keep yourself hydrated throughout this ritual, okay? So first things first is I am going to start by writing this petition, okay? So you have a regular, this is a brown parchment paper. And I'm going to first write my name and my birthday 3 times on this piece of paper, okay? And I'm actually going to be doing this, so. Okay. Okay. So you're going to write this 3 times, and this is going to connect this petition to you and your energy. Sometimes I'll also put my birth time if I'm trying to get really specific. I find that sometimes actually brings more power into it when you get very specific about your actual time of birth as well. But I'm not going to do that in this one. Actually, I'm doing it. Okay, so I wrote my name and my birthday 3 times and my birth time as well, okay? So now that I've written that, I'm going to turn it to the right. So your right, or this is going to be my right, to the right, one time. And over that, I'm going to write my statement of intent. Now, this could be different every single time that you do this ritual, right? It could be, heighten my ability to improve my tarot readings or my divination skills, help me to access my clairvoyant psychic abilities, help me to enhance my psychic abilities overall, whatever that may be for you. You want it to be short and sweet and simple and very, very clear, okay? And I'll explain to you why. So I'm going to write my petition. I'm just going to say, my psychic gifts. So I'm covering my bases. Are enhanced and my power is clear of all blockages. Okay? So that's over my name. Okay? I'm going to turn it again. And I'm going to endorse it like it's a check with my signature. Okay? 3 times. Okay, so we have our petition paper. I'm also going to I like to put symbols on, again, like do whatever it is that you feel led to do. But I like to put symbols, like a moon symbol, that represent psychic power to me, right? Onto this work. And I might do like a little star as well. Illumination. Do some like stars here. And again, this goes back to trusting your intuition with what you feel is called for in this work, because there might be something for you that represents psychic ability and tapping into that that's different than what I would view. You might think of, gosh, I don't know. But either way, whatever that is, you want to make sure that you're staying connected with that and not just doing everything that I'm doing. Obviously, you're following along, but trust it, feel it, be tapped in this moment. Okay, so now we have written our petition. I'm going to dress this petition with my psychic oil, okay? And I'm just going to take a little bit of this in my hand. I'm just going to rub my hands together. Pick it up. And I'm going to set my intention, which is in alignment with what was written on the petition. Okay. So I'm just going to anoint the entire piece of paper in this oil, okay? And some people would put like the 5-point pattern. I'm not doing that for a specific reason, because of what we're going to do next with this piece of paper. Okay? So I'm going to put this to the side. If you have a candle, I'm going to light this candle now. Before I light it, I've already cleansed this candle with Florida water. I'm going to dress this candle with my psychic oil and my blockbuster oil. And this is going to be burning while we do this work, and it's going to be like that enhancement. It's going to be the thing that kind of keeps the energy and the vibration of the work that we're doing in alignment. Okay. And you can start this whenever, but I'm starting it now because before we start to activate that, I want this to be burning. Okay. So I'm going to add a little bit of my psychic oil. Again, setting a similar intention to what it is that you wrote on that petition and what you want this spell to do for you, right? We don't want to have a bunch of different things muddying the energy. We want it to be very, very intentional and like direct. Like, this is what we want. This is what we want, and not deviating from that in any way, right? So if in your mind you know what your petition paper is going to be, and this is why I did it first, because then I can write it out and I know what it is that I'm doing for the rest of the spell. Be repeating this over and over and over and over again like an incantation. Remember also that you're writing your petition in the affirmative, as though it has already happened, it is currently happening. Okay? So again, waking this up. Okay. Remembering to get the wick and the bottom of the candle. Really work it in. Okay. I'm going to use my blockbuster. Now this is going to be just blessed for removing the blockage, any blockages to this work. And this is why we don't want to leave this out, because typically a lot of the reasons why we do this work is because there is a block, right? So we don't want to leave out the blockbuster from this, okay? And we're just going to do the same thing. Wake it up and set our intention in the oil, pushing that energy into the oil. Okay. Okay. And just now, I hear Spirit saying that they want me to play some binaural beats. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to play some binaural beats. I'm getting messages saying that some people are trying to get into the live, and they should be able to access it through Patreon. So I see that there's one person in here, but I don't really know. Hold on. Well, we're not going to concern ourselves with that at this very moment. Okay. All right. Light this. Okay. We're going to move this now just slightly over. And we're going to move these over here, okay? So a bowl here. This is on my charcuterie plate tray. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt to the base of this. And right now the salt is just serving as a base for this because we're going to burn this in this bowl, okay? I'm just going to spray it with a little bit of my Florida water to enhance its potency. Okay. Psychic gifts are enhanced. My power is clear of all blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced. My power is clear of all blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced. My power is clear of all blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced. My power is clear of all blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. Perfect. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see it, literally sat perfectly in the bottom. And this is now our activation. This ash is now activated for this intention, and this will be our like our secret ingredient. Okay, so now I'm just going to protect this. I'm going to bless the salt as well now as a protective energy for the work that we're doing, that this blend be protected from all negative energies, entities, or anything lingering in the space that would want to have access to our power. And to ground our energy as well. Okay. All right. So we're going to move this bowl, and we're going to bring over our mortar and pestle. Now, this is not necessary, but this is how I'm going to do it because I don't want them to be whole pieces, but some people don't mind that. And so if you don't mind having whole chunks, then you can skip this step. I'm going to start with my frankincense. Okay. And we're blessing the frankincense for spiritual connection and a magical boost to this work. Spiritual power, bless this work. Spiritual power, bless this work. Use the spiritual power and potency, bless this work. Use the spiritual power and potency, bless this work. Use the spiritual power and potency. Okay. What am I feeling? Okay, we're gonna add in the blue lotus now. And remember that more herbs doesn't mean more power. If you only have a little bit, that's okay. As long as the plant essence is in there, that's what matters. We're blessing and activating the blue lotus to connect us to the spirit realm and allow us to have access to higher levels of consciousness and to attune us to our psychic abilities. Full faith, I'll share, and so it is. Connect us inside. Allow us to see beyond the veil. Connect us to the other side. Connect me to the other side. Allow me to see beyond the veil. Connect me to the other side. Allow me to see beyond the veil. Inside. See beyond the veil. Connect me to the other side. Allow me to see beyond the veil. Okay. Next, we're going to add in jasmine. Jasmine to induce visions. People used to burn jasmine and use the smoke as a way to enhance their psychic abilities and prophetic vision. Okay. Let's activate this jasmine that induce visions, allowing me to see in my mind's eye clearly the psychic messages coming forward. My vision be clear, my dreams be clear. All that I wish to see, I am able to access through my third eye, through my crown, and to be connected to my psychic abilities. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. Two submissions, two submissions. Two submissions. Now we're going to add in our lavender. Okay. Lavender is great for psychic development as well as bringing calm and tranquility to the mind and to the body and to the spirit. A lot of times we are so frantic in our energy, we're not able to be at peace and to be in that stillness long enough for the visions and for the connection to come through. And so we want to have something in this blend that is meant to relax us, relax the senses, soothe. Again, if you have the essential oil version of this, you can use that instead, but I like fresh herbs. Bless and activate this lavender that it bring a calm and an ease to my spirit and my soul, allowing me to tap in deeper to my gifts, allowing me to tap into my psychic ability, allow me to ease in to a state of calm and trance. Full faith, Hashem, so it is. Next, we're going to add in corn flour. Corn flour is great for enhancing spiritual awareness and psychic gifts. It's also great for being able to tap in to intuition and to help with things like lucid dreams and having a better dream experience. And a lot of times, how a lot of us get messages is in our dreams, and it's because our subconscious is more accepting of certain things in the dream world that in the waking world we probably wouldn't actually accept. You know, they can tell us things and share information in that place, and it can be outlandish or crazy or bizarre or just uncomfortable, and our subconscious would accept it. But in our waking world, we tend to make excuses or justifications, and it's hard for us to just be tapped into that. So this is going to provide the spiritual awareness that is necessary, that when those things come forward, we are aware of what is being brought forward in our gifts. Okay? Bless and activate this corn flour, that it provides spiritual awareness in me. That as the messages come in and flow, that I see the signs clearly, that I am tapped into my intuition, and that my psychic abilities grow and flourish even as I dream, even as I rest my head. They are in flow, in alignment. That I have full access and full power to my gifts. No blockages. Blockages removed, cleared away. Fully tapped in with full faith. Ashe. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. psychic gifts are enhanced. My power is clear. All blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced. And my power is clear. All blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced. And my power is clear of all blockages. Eyebright. Eyebright brings clarity. It also allows you to tap into your psychic gifts. It removes the blockages of the third eye and reveals truth. I bless and activate this Eyebright. That it bring clarity to all of my psychic gifts. Clarity of vision, of sight, sense, sound, smell, in all ways that my psychic gifts show up and reveal themselves. May there be clarity. May I see. May the path be illuminated. With full faith, Ashe, and so it is. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. Mugwort allows for witches to tap into their magical power and potential. And I would say that this is a part of that, right? Tapping into our power and our potential. Our magical power and potential. I bless and activate this mugwort that allows me to tap in fully to my magical power and potential, allowing me to reveal all that lives within me and exists within me as it pertains to my psychic gifts and my magical abilities. Let it be revealed, let it be enhanced with full faith, Ashe, and so it is. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. Before we add in our last technical ingredient, we're going to bring this over here. We're going to add our herbs to the bowl. I'm now going to add in my moon water. I blessed this moon water to the last recent full moon we had that was in Libra. It has a very balanced energy, just a little bit, not a whole bunch. I also put gemstones in the bottom of all of my water for protection of the water. I always sprinkle a little bit of salt water or salt into the water to protect it from any negative energies or spirits that are out and about in this because again, like I said, water is a connection to the spirit realm. And you just want to make sure that you protect that, especially if you're going to be drinking this water or adding it to spell work, right? Now I'm going to take my warm water and add that in there. And I'm actually going to take this crystal wand and I'm going to just use it as a stir. Okay. And I'm just going to draw some sigils in here, symbols that, again, represent psychic development for me. An eye. Okay. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. Anise. Anise is great for psychic spell works and also accessing the spirit. And this is very strong, so if you don't like the smell, I would be very light-handed. Let's activate this anise that will allow me to enhance my psychic ability as well as access the spirit. In the spirit realm, my spirit guides, my ancestors, my angels, and all who assist me beyond the veil, who operate in the highest vibration of love and light, that I be able to access them, speak with them, commune with them, connect with them in all ways, and that my psychic gifts be enhanced, and my power be clear of all blockages. So I'll stir that. It's in there. Make sure we get the salt down at the bottom too. I'm just gonna dissolve. So that'll be fine. Okay. I'm now going to add a little bit of the blockbuster, a little bit of the psychic oil. Okay? Just a drop. Quite literally a drop. Remove all blockages. Remove all blockages. Remove all blockages to my psychic abilities and my power. Remove all blockages from my psychic abilities and my power. Oop, a little bit more than a drop. Remove the veil. Allow me to see into the other side. Allow me to access my psychic gifts. Allow my psychic abilities to be enhanced. I'm actually sensing that there are people that are trying to come into the ritual right now, and for some reason it's not working. Is what I'm feeling. So I'm going to just check after I do this. We're going to complete this because I want, when people go to the playback, I want this to be available, right? And I don't want to stop this work, but I do sense that. I can feel that tug on me a little bit. Okay. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced, my power is clear of all blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. Okay. So, if you're doing something with a tool, you're going to be using a pendulum, a wand. Maybe you are blessing a talisman, whatever the case may be. You are just going to simply dip and kind of swirl it. I like to go clockwise to bring things towards me. Okay. So now that's been anointed. Okay. And you can let that sit. You can continue to do work over it, right? You can continue to set intention over it. And then obviously there's a little bit of herbs on here, so you wipe them off. But that's that. Now, if you're not doing this with a item, I dip my fingers I want you guys to see me, so I'm gonna pull up a little bit so you guys can see my face. And dip my fingers. And again, speaking my incantation, my prayer. My psychic powers are enhanced. My psychic gifts are enhanced, and my power is clear of all blockages. And we rub it on the eyes and the forehead. We keep our eyes closed while we do this because we are not seeing with our eyes, we are seeing with our mind's eye and our third eye. We remove one sense to heighten the others. I like to just press here just so it's complete darkness. Obviously you want to do this in a dark room, but even if you just have the candlelight, I would do this just so that you can really begin to allow this to infiltrate. And sometimes when I do this work, when I am at this point, I'll begin to see images. I'll begin to ask questions about things I want to know about. And I'll begin to see shapes or symbols. And the dark doesn't seem so dark anymore. It seems very animated. And there's a lot of activity happening. This is why it's important to be either in a dark space or to completely cover your eyes once you have added the mix and applied the mix to your forehead and your eyes. And of course, you want to be careful not to get any of the herbs or the oils in your eyes. You're keeping your eyes pretty tight. You should be okay. And when you're done, getting your vision back will be a little tricky because the other parts, the other senses are heightened. You can take a wet rag with some water and really wipe it so that it's very, very, very clear. And also make sure you don't have any excess. Again, if you're using the essential oil form of any of these and you want to consider only doing it on your forehead, maybe doing a patch test on the skin if you're allergic to any of these things. But I've done this so I know how I react to it. And that's it. I'm feeling very calm. very relaxed, and also I'm excited for you all to try this and have your own experience with it. It's going to be different for all of you. You're going to have your own connection, your own messages. You may even change the herbs that you use in this ritual. And your intention that you set at the beginning may be different than mine. But I think at the end of the day, what's important is the elements that we're using in this. The water, again, if you want to use this water for something else, maybe you want to put it in a bottle and put it in spray and spritz it over yourself. You could do that too. I find that some of these scents together in essential oil form don't really smell great. I've never seen corn flour in essential oil, but if you find it, more power to you. I would do this. I think it's okay to do it as often as you'd like, but if you're doing it over and over and over again, I would say give it time to do what it's needing to do. Now, something that may happen to you as a result of this work is you might start taking notice of certain colors, certain things start to stand out to you, sense your dreams may be a little bit more vivid tonight if you do this ritual after you watch this. You might have the urge to start doing some automatic writing, just kind of let your hand kind of go. Another really great way to do this is then to go straight into divination practices. So scrying, tarot, runes, I Ching, whatever it is that you use as divination, as a divination modality. This is a great thing to do after that. This is a great, after you do this, to do some type of divination, and that will help you to kind of be able to tap in and start to activate it, right? And start to use those gifts immediately. Another way that you can harness this is by, if you'd like to, again, like I said, you can put this into like a spray bottle. I would sift out the herbs just so it doesn't clog the spray bottle. Spritz it on your pillow before you go to bed to help you get some prophetic dreams, or just some dreams with more clarity and vision. And be paying attention to the signs. Listen to music, binaural beats that are going to help clear any blockages to your root and your crown chakra. If you would like to continue to enhance this instead of going into doing the ritual again and again and again and again, just do things that will complement the work that you've already done and allow it to do its job. Because you've already done this ritual, it is done, it is set, it is activated. So you just have to give it room and opportunity to reveal itself to you. So, thank you for joining me here. Thank you for watching this. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment on the video or on the Patreon what your experience was, if you chose to do this, and if you changed the intention, what came up for you. If you blessed an item, how did that item start to react? Did you feel differently? Whatever your experience was, I want to hear about it. And I really hope this serves you. I really appreciate you guys being here. Again, also with the candle, if you'd like to let it burn all the way out, you can do that and do a little candle magic if you want to do it that way. To just double down the work, you can let the candle burn all the way out if you'd like. I'm going to put this out once I'm done, snuff it out. But again, let me know how you guys enjoy this and how your experience was with it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and be blessed.